What is going on, Jet fans? Matt O'Leary back with another video. In today's video, I want to talk about two things going around on the internet about the Jets. The Jets are supposedly very interested in Mike Vrabel, and Garrett Wilson trade rumors are stirring. Can we put those to bed? Let's talk about it. This video is powered by BetUS, the official sports book of the channel. Sign up using promo code YouTube150 and get a 150% match deposit bonus. Looking at the odds for Jets Rams this week, the Jets are 3-point home underdogs in this one. I don't know about you, but I really like the over in this game. The Jets defense has not done a very good job all year, but the Jets offense has been playing pretty well the last few weeks. I think both teams can score some points. So if you like points, this might be the game for you. Sign up using the promo code YouTube150 and get in on the action. According to Connor Hughes of SNY, according to reports, the Jets covet Mike Vrabel the most. That is music to my ears, as Mike Vrabel is my personal number one favorite option for the New York Jets this coaching cycle. Now, are there other good options available? Yes. But of the realistic options, I think you can make the case that Mike Vrabel is the most proven successful head coach. Yes, you also have someone like Brian Flores, who's been a head coach before, and someone that I like a lot. But comparatively, and again, I'm not putting down Flores, I'm not against the idea of hiring a guy like him. Comparatively, Vrabel has proven it more, made the playoffs, went to an AFC championship game, made the playoffs 3 separate years as a head coach. I think he is the guy. Yeah, there's Pete Carroll or Bill Belichick before he went to UNC. I don't think Pete Carroll's going to get back into coaching in an advisory role. That's something completely different. I don't think any of the 32 teams were all that interested in Bill Belichick. Otherwise, he would have gotten a job last offseason or maybe not been so quick to run to the collegiate game. So of the current available, most realistic options, I think Vrabel is the number one choice, and it gets me excited. The success in the regular season, no nonsense kind of guy, stern. I think the Jets need that. A little bit of a-hole, which again is not always a bad thing. You don't have to be best friends with your coach. Bill Parcells at times, I'm sure, could be a little bit of an a-hole, and guess what? He was a very successful head coach. We'll see. The Jets are still about a month out, I would say, before they're making any sort of decisions. And there's still a lot of guys that I'm sure are going to get linked to the New York Jets. But something else that was brought up on a podcast from Rich Cimini, I don't really care for this news, but we're going to talk about it. The Garrett Wilson trade speculation is kicking around.
Talk to people in Garrett Wilson's circle. They think, now I want to emphasize this is speculation on their part. They think he will ask for a trade after the season. Again, speculative by people who know him. We don't know that to be a fact, but it's certainly something to...
This would come genuinely as a surprise to me. I'm not saying that Rich Cimini is lying, that he's getting bad information. Like, very well, people around Garrett Wilson maybe are speculating that he will ask for a trade. But how Garrett has handled himself since he's been drafted, that has really gone against everything that he's done so far in his 3 years in the league. Again, I would be surprised by that kind of a decision. Now, more often than not, I feel like when these young wide receivers do get traded, it's because of a contract dispute. And if I'm the new incoming GM, Garrett Wilson is the first guy that I would look to give a big contract extension to. He is on pace for 1,100 yards this year, which would make that his third straight year of 1,000+ yards. Remember, the Jets went almost a decade without a 1,000-yard receiver. They went from 2015 to 2022 without having an 1,000-yard receiver. And Garrett Wilson, with bad to at best mediocre quarterback play, is about to have his a third straight 1,000-yard season. I thought he would have been a little bit more productive this year, but I also thought Rodgers would have been a little bit more productive in the offense in general. But he's still under 25 years old. He doesn't turn 25 until July. This is the guy that you want to build around. You're hoping that if you trade Garrett Wilson for a first-round pick, you're hoping that said first-round pick can turn into someone just as good as Garrett Wilson. So why not keep the guy that you already have that's 25 years old and you'd be paying for the prime of his career? It's not like Garrett Wilson's 32 and you're going, I don't know. Like he might start to fall off soon. Maybe we shouldn't give him a new contract. He's 25 and has done every single thing possibly asked of him. Performed at a high level in a garbage situation. Has been a good soldier about it. Hasn't gone to the media and cried about it. He's the polar opposite of what Elijah Moore was during his tenure with the Jets. He's the polar opposite of what Odell Beckham was when he was with the New York Giants at the start of his career. Pay Garrett Wilson. Don't trade Garrett Wilson. And sure, like things could get different. And if Garrett requests the trade, hand up, I'll admit that I'm wrong. But in a few months from now, I think we are much more likely to be doing a video celebrating a contract extension for a well-deserving young player than we are talking about the Jets trading him off somewhere else. That's just my take on it. So I want to hear from you guys. Do you think Garrett Wilson remains a New York Jet? Do they trade him? Should they trade him? And how about the coaching search? What do you think of Mike Vrabel and the Jets being in on him? Let me know down below in the comments. I'm Matt O'Leary. Subscribe if you are new, and I'll catch you next time.